Hey friends, today the topic we have is really good question. Again, this question has been asked by many product-based companies. So the question is to print the left view of a binary tree. So what is it? What is the left view? Let's understand this in this way. Well, if a person, let's take this example. Let's say this particular example. Okay, if a person stand right here, okay, and see and look at the binary tree, okay, what he can look, uh, the left view, okay, is the left view, okay, like all these things like 1, 2, 4, and 8, but he or she cannot look all the internal node. Okay, internal node means which is which is hidden by the outer elements. Okay, like he can see 1, he can see 2, but he cannot see 3 because 2 and 3 are in the same level, where 2 just in the very beginning. Let's say the person actually stand right here and he sees that there is a 2, but he cannot see 3 because it is hidden by 2. And same for 4. Okay, all these internal nodes are hidden by this particular node 4. So he will not be able to see it anyway. Similar case for 8. Okay, there is no more element. That is a different case, but if there would be any element, still he cannot able to see all the internal nodes. Just he can see the very front node, which is 8. Okay, so let's take this example to understand the question very briefly. Then we will start solving this question. So here, actually, I have prepared this image, or just binary tree, to make you understand. All right. So here, if we look at, let's say there is a person. Let me pick my pen. So let's say there is a person standing right here. But what I was actually explaining was this. Okay, and he trying to look at this particular binary tree. So he will for sure see this particular part, and all the internal nodes which are hidden by the front parts will be hidden. Okay, this internal node will be hidden. Only he can see this particular segment of this tree. Okay, so I hope you got the question. So how to solve it? So precisely, I should go all the way down while printing everything which comes into my way, isn't it? But wait, by using this approach, after traversing all the node in the left side, it will start printing all the nodes it encounter as well, isn't it? What I'm actually saying, like, let's say, let's say I'm just uh, going down all the way right here. Okay, all the way up to it. But when I found this particular node, it will just print 1. Simply when it encountered 2, it will simply print 2. And when 4, it will print 4. Okay, when it encounters 8, it will print 8. That is okay. Up to it, that is okay. But what about when it comes to the right side, the right subtree? It will again starting it will again start to print all these things as well. Okay, that is what I do not expect the code to be, or do not expect the the solution to be. I just want this particular part, isn't it? So there uh, we need to apply a condition. I will only print that node which will be a valid node after it made the condition, made that particular condition. So what could be the condition then? So I want you to understand is it in this way. As I am moving all the way down, okay, as I'm moving all the way down, I'm actually going through levels, isn't it? Let's say this is first level, this is second level, third, and so forth and so, So let's say I pass the level as a parameter. and initially we have printed nothing. The previous level of this particular node is, let's say, minus infinite, because we do not have, sorry, because we do not have any parent of this particular node. Then let me remove this. Yeah. So actually this is minus infinite, and as we did not have any root of this particular node, as this is only parent available. Okay, so what I am actually trying to explain you is, let's say let me take my pen. Okay, let's say I'm right here. Okay, I'm right here, and I will simply just trying to go down, to populate all its childs. Okay, so here I will pass, here I am having one, and this particular node is, let's say, at level, okay, just I need to write this way, just a second. Yeah, so here I will simply pass that I am at first level, and see how am I actually approaching this particular problem. You will get to know what I'm actually doing. And let's say it is minus infinite. Okay, so cool. So right here, when I call the left, actually I'm calling first the left side, because I want the left boundary to be printed first. Then we will see if I am having, let's say, this particular node at the right side. Okay, at the right side, then this is a different issue. We will take care of this later. Okay, cool. So first of all, I will just pass the current level and its previous level. Its previous level is minus infinite. Cool. So let's come down. Let's see what happened in this particular case. So right here, I will just simply see the level is increased. Okay, we are going down, and here we see that this particular level is greater than this particular level, isn't it? I mean, one is obviously greater than minus infinite, one is obviously greater than its previous, this particular level is obviously greater than its previous level, isn't it? That is why we will just update it to this particular value. While coming down to this particular state, we will just update the previous level as 1 for this particular state. Okay, so here I will just write 1. I hope you are getting it. Okay, so let me write it right here. It is not visible in proper manner. Yeah, so the element right here is second level, and the previous one is 1. Okay, cool. So again, so I will go down. Okay, and see, as this, we will simply print that particular node where this particular condition met, like the current level is greater than its previous level. So let's say I am printing. I will let you know what actually happens right here, and how this condition lead to to achieve the right solution. See, this particular current level is greater than its previous level. That is why we will simply print 1. And here again, the current level is greater than its previous level, so we will print 2. 2 means this particular value, okay, the node's value. And simply we will go down, and here we will say that the current level actually increased from 2 to 3, and the previous level is, what is the previous level? The current level of the previous state, which is 2. Cool. Okay, so right here also we can see that the current level is greater than the previous level, isn't it? So we will again print 4. Okay, so right here, when we are here, we will see that the current level is has increased, is increased, and the previous level is the current level of the previous state, which is 3, which is nothing but 3. Okay, so here as well we see that the current level is greater than its previous level, so we will again print 8, and I will call a you know uh, the left side of it, which is null. Okay, and while encountering a null, see, whenever I am actually calling it, the level is actually increasing, isn't it? The level is increasing because I am just calling this particular state, which is null, by passing the parameter, just to just by increasing the current level value by 1. And here uh, the previous level is 3, so it will be just replaced by its current level in the previous state, which is 4. So right here it is this. But as this particular node is not available, I mean this particular is out of the binary tree boundary. Okay, or we can say this is a null node. That is why we will simply return to its parent from where it was called. So, cool. So we're not going to print anything anyway. When this condition was met, still we will not print anything because there is no data available. Cool. So we will simply return let me with my pen. So we will simply return back to here. Okay, as the all the left side is completed, simply we will simply return to here as well. Okay, and here as well. Cool. Now we will go to we will just trying to populate the right subtree of the 2. So see what will happen when I populate the right subtree of 2. See the last level, the last previous level was found as 4, so it will just remain constant throughout the recursion process. We will just make it constant. Constant means it will once it get updated, it will just reflect in all other state as well. Okay, so that we can successfully just verify the condition that we should not print whatever just uh, whatever is hidden by the front element, like this, like the fifth, like the 5, it is already hidden by 4. That is why we should not meet this particular condition to print this element. Okay, so here this particular thing will remain same. Okay, and uh, and as we did not come down to print this particular value, it did not get update, I mean it did not update it. Okay, it was not updated since we did not print any value in this particular node, so it will just remain as it is. So here the current level is the is one more than the previous state's current node. Okay, current level. So this is 3, and the previous level found right here is 4. Cool. So see, this particular condition did not meet our requirement, and that is why we will not going to print 5. Okay, simply we will go up. I mean this particular thing is over. We will simply return to 1 to call to populate this particular part. Here as well, we just find out that this particular thing, let me, so in 3 it will simply call the current node, the current level is the one more than its previous state's current node, and it will just updated because this particular condition was met, and the previous level was, I mean it was not it is not 1, but it will 4, because it is reflect it will be reflected throughout the process, so it will be 4, and still it did not meet the condition, so we will not going to print it anyway. We will just come down, and we will just populate this particular part, and the current level is 3, and the previous level is 4, and again this particular condition did not meet. Same case is for 7 as well. Okay, cool. Same cases for 7 as well. So these two node will return back to the where it was called, and this will again return back to here. So here as we return to the parent where we have started, so that is why we will simply return back, and this is our value. Cool. This is our left view, like we have said, that 1, 2, 4 and 8 should be visible, otherwise all this thing should be hidden. I hope you get the solution and get the logic behind it, how it actually working. So let's quickly code this out. Before coding this out, let me erase all this drawing. Okay. So let's code this particular thing. Actually, this particular question, is from interview bit, and it's a really cool question, really good question. So right here, it is expecting to not print anything, but it is expecting to return a vector. Okay, return an array, the path, basically the view of left side. So we will simply just push or just save the particular element I'm just encountering in my way, and simply return that. Okay, so quickly writing the code. Let's say the array name is left view. Okay, and right here let's say the previous level, okay, is 0, or we can say int main, which is the negative infinite. Okay, cool. Or we can say 0 as well, because the previous level was nothing. Okay, so now we will simply just call a function. What the function would be, let's say get the level. Okay, sorry, get the view, left view. Okay, sorry, actually I'm quite okay. Let's pass the root node, to, we're trying to populate this particular node. Okay, and the current node is 1. Current level, I'm sorry, the current level is 1, and the previous level should be previous level should be passed, and as well as the along with the answer. The answer is nothing but the left view, basically. Cool. And after, let's say after getting the whole thing, after getting the whole the path or the left view, we will simply return it. I hope you got the template, I mean how we will proceed further. And here we will use a void function, because we will not return anything right here, but instead we will just fill the vector. So here we'll use a tree node, the root. Okay, and here we will pass the current, let's say level lvl, just short form. Okay, and the previous let's say lvl. Okay, and the vector. That's the answer. Cool. So here, what could be the first best case? Because in recursion, we are trying to, we should try to first define the base condition, isn't it? The best case could be when we hit a node like here, which is already null. So do we need to check this particular condition anymore? No, we cannot check this particular condition, as we do not have any data to show. So this particular condition should not be checked. So that is why when we will find that there is no root available right now, we will simply return from where it had called. Okay, so if we will check if the previous level, okay, if the previous level, or we can say if the current level is like greater than the previous one. Okay, good. If the current level is greater than the previous one, as we have discussed, then only we will, first of all we will update the previous level with the current level, and we will just push the particular element in our array or vector, whatever you take. Okay, and after this we will just call these two function recursively to populate the left and the right part. Current level would be current level plus 1 for the next propagation, and the previous level would be simply previous level, as it is constant throughout the process. It will just remain same, because it will be reflected in okay. And right here we will try to populate the right side as well. Cool. So yeah, so this is it, and let's try to run it, whether it is working or not. Okay, there is a issue. Previous level is not declared. Why? Okay. So it's passed the the basic test cases. Now let's submit it to see whether it is actually working or not, and it worked. See, I got full marks. Anyway, so this is one way to solve this particular problem, and there are many more ways. See, we are not iteratively trying to find out the solution, but we can do this using so many ways, like let me also say you that particular solution, so that it would be helpful for you um, to relate things. Okay, so what happened right here is, what is actually happening right here is, let me first erase this thing so that clearly visible. Okay, let's say here is null. Okay, so basically let me traverse all this array, sorry, all the nodes of the binary tree using BFS. You know what is BFS? BFS is to traverse level wise. Cool. We can use cube for this purpose. So let's say, what is the first of all, let me write down all the level order traversal of this particular thing, so that you will clearly, it will clearly visible to you what is the thing that I would like to explain you. 6 and 7. Okay, then 8, isn't it? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and there is null. That is of no use. Just cancel it, because we do not need to take care of this thing. This is null, but actually it is not a data. Okay, so there is nothing to print. So as you can see here, can you actually see the answer right here? See, this particular part, if you can see, is the answer. Okay, this particular, the first column of the level order traversal is the answer, isn't it? 1 2 4 and 8. Why? Because we are traversing from left to right in each level. Okay, so by traversing from left to right, we can store the first element which we encounter in our traversal. Okay, and then we can simply return this particular array. And for this purpose we can use q. Okay, this is really easy question for, super easy solution. You can try it by yourself, or if you have any doubt then you can simply comment me down, so that if you need any more video regarding this particular topic with by using q how to solve this particular program, but by using bfs how to solve this particular program, then I can make a new video to make you understand. So hope you enjoyed throughout the session, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and yeah, so thanks.